Good morning. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of October. It is day 19 of Vlogtober. It is 20 past 7 in the morning. I don't have work this morning. The other assistant supervisor is working. But I also don't have class. So I got a wee bit of a sleep in. Not much, like half an hour. Because I didn't want to sleep in too long. And I did go to bed at a reasonable time last night, so I am still waking up though. I'm gonna make a coffee and knit for a bit, and then either gonna edit a video and then study, or I'll go straight to studying. But I need to do some study today. I also have a test, but I'm deciding whether to do it today or tomorrow. So probably today, and then I can do the accounting one tomorrow. Hi, Ash. So I'm gonna go through and revise those topics for the test. But yeah, it is another cold, wet one today. We went from having like 21 degrees temperatures to now I don't know what it is, but it's not warm. I wouldn't say don't know if cold's the right word, but it's a bit mild. And it's wet and dingy and grey. So the sun's disappeared. I'm kind of hoping it comes back, or at least partially, even if just the rain stops and it gets a little bit warmer by the time of the afternoon, because otherwise the kids are stuck inside and that is not a fun time. Pardon me. And I'm working until close today, so hopefully, fingers crossed, but we'll see. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, I woke up to something exciting though. Nothing from Dundee. I checked. No, nothing from there. So, yeah. Which is annoying because our manager is meant to be coming up from Wellington today and visiting us, and I was hoping to talk to him today. Probably still am. And I will need to draft up my resignation soon. But yeah. I think it kind of confirms me though that I cannot wait for this letter. Like, it will just be too tight. For various items and things. So but yeah, the exciting thing I woke up to, Knitting with Ev did a giveaway a little while ago, and she pulled a winner, but apparently the winner did not get in contact, so she pulled another winner. And I was gonna watch the video anyway because I watch her videos, but then when you tag someone on YouTube, if you tag them in a video, it notifies them, which makes sense. And so I got a notification to say that she tagged me. I was like, okay. So I went down to the video description because I was still in bed at the time, so I didn't quite want to watch the video right then. I'm gonna watch it now. And it said giveaway winner. I have won a sock set from Knitting with Ev, so I'm excited. I have messaged her. I'm just waiting to hear back. But yay! I won a giveaway, which is super exciting. I think this is the, like, in the sense of YouTube giveaways, I think this is the third that I've won, because I won one from Hobby a little while ago, like last year or the year before. And then I think it was last year. Either last year or beginning of this year, I won a giveaway by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. I got a set, not a set. I got a skein of sock yarn. And now this one. And these colours, this sock set, if you've not seen the video, I will link it below. Her latest one. But, because I think I don't know, I think she might have another giveaway as well, but I've not had a look. But yeah, I'll link the video. And the colours are just gorgeous. They're my colours. I'm so excited. So that was something exciting to wake up to today. I also got another grade back. Not as high as I wanted it to be, but it's still an A-, so I'm not complaining. Is it? No, it's an A. It's a straight A. An 85. It's a straight A. Just the way Massey does their grading, it's 50% is a C-, which is just a basic pass. And then it goes up in 5% increments up until 90%. 90% or above is an A+, which is what I got for my accounting assignment yesterday. And then sorry, the work chat. Yeah, 90 is an A+. 85 is a straight 85 to like 89.99 is a straight A, and then an 80 to an 84.99 is an A-. So a straight A. Even though some of my lecturers seem to think that an 85 is an A-, but by Massey standards is actually an A. But regardless of whether it's an A or an A-, it's still in the A bracket, so I can't complain too much. So I'm averaging an A in that class at the moment, and I've got, so that's 50%, currently averaging around an A. So I'm happy about that. I'm just going to get through this exam. We had a revision thing yesterday, and there were times I was like, oh, this is really good, this is really helpful. And then there was times where the two lecturers said something different, and I was like, I don't know. Like, one of them said, oh, if you can, you know, quote specific section numbers, you know, that would be like A+. And then one of them goes, oh, we don't expect you to quote section numbers. I'm so confused, because we don't have access to any of the statutes or anything, so we are just purely relying on memory. It is a law exam based on memory. And so you don't have access to any of the cases or the statutes. Nothing. Yeah. It's like we did a revision yesterday for taxation, and our lecturer mentioned about the list of approved donees for allowing tax deductions, like deductible for tax purposes in the sense of donations for a company. And then he goes through showing us, and then he goes, oh, but you don't have access to this in the exam, so you just have to assume. Okay, cool, because I was going to ask, you know, we don't have access to this. Do you tell us, or what? And then he answered it anyway, so I was like, okay. But we just have to basically say, I am assuming that organisation A, that won't be actually what they call it, but, you know, example here. Organisation A is on the approved donees list and approved by IRD. Because we don't have access to the list. So, yeah. I don't know what it's like in other law schools, accountancy schools, I'm not sure. I'm nervous about the idea of a couple of law papers. I mean, taxation is its own thing, but it heavily relies upon the Income Tax Act, the GST Act, and the Tax Administration Act. And I have access to none of those acts. And they're not particularly small either. They're quite large acts, especially the ITA. And so there's significant parts, or at least concepts from those acts that I've got to memorize. That's terrifying. So, yeah. But I'm going to go get coffee and either put a robe on or maybe turn the heat pump on. I'm getting a little bit chilly. Ash has finished making biscuits and is now comfortable. If you're just tuning in, Ash is my cat, by the way. And I'm going to go back to watching Ev's video because I've not watched it yet. I'm going to watch that, and then after that I'm going to watch, I'm actually going to watch some, I spoke about it yesterday, but some videos on like exam timetables, like study timetables, to get some ideas and try and get my butt into gear because I'm a week and a half out. Granted, I do have, like, Monday is a public holiday, so I don't have any work. I don't normally work on a Monday anyway, but because classes are done, I don't have class. And then I'm going to talk to my boss today about the possibility of taking annual leave, taking the afternoons off next week. I'm happy to work the mornings because it gets me up. And I finish, generally by the time I get home, it will be between 9 and 9:30. So it's like I have the whole day. I'm up, I'm awake, and I have the whole day to study. So, get to see if that's okay. But yeah. So, work chat again. Anyway, I'm going to go make a coffee and watch this video and knit. Because we are Wednesday. The next clue for the MCAL drops tomorrow, and I am nowhere near done. This MCAL, I am not keeping up at all. It's been stop, start from the beginning. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to finish this one in time. It's fine. It's fine. I just don't want it to become a UFO because I'm trying to decrease the amount of UFOs. And whips. Try to get rid of whips. Not rid of, like, get them done. Get them off the needles. Have them not hanging around. So, yep. Coffee time. Hello, it is now 10 to 8 in the evening. Today, not a vlog heavy day. Basically, I think when I spoke to you last, it was this morning, and I said about studying for a test. That subject, I knew already that I was finding it hard, but I was really, really struggling, and I was in no, sorry, just making myself comfortable. I was in no state to record. To put it bluntly, right now, to be honest. The test itself is 5%, but the exam is 70%, and I am feeling quite deflated. I know that I think anyone who's been through university or any sort of schooling, there are subjects that just don't click. Maybe they're really content heavy, maybe you don't enjoy them, but like this one is particularly content heavy, and there's a lot of law involved in it as well. This is taxation, and I'm struggling to remember it all. So freaking out a little bit. So yeah, today probably not the best day. If I'm being completely honest, As I said, I've been feeling quite deflated, despite getting to A range grades in the last 2 days. I'm really doubting myself, because I assess well, like with assignments, like I'm pretty good, especially if I plan my time, which I have been doing this year, and it has really paid off. But I don't test particularly well. I do struggle with my short-term memory and my long-term memory, my memory in general. I've always struggled with it, but then when I had my concussion, that just was a whole nother layer. So I just struggle with my memory. And when you've got 12 weeks of material crammed into a 3-hour exam, and you have access to no notes, no legal websites, not even the government legislation website, nothing, no formula sheet, it freaks you out. And so I haven't done my test yet because I was getting so frustrated and feeling so deflated and defeated that I was gonna, when you just know that if you feel that way, that you're just gonna feel terrible. So I've not done it yet. I'm gonna try and do it tomorrow. I do have until Friday, but I also have another test due on Friday. So I'm trying to space them out, but it's hard. So, pardon me. So today is not the day I wanted it to be. I knit a little bit this morning, not as much as I wanted. I think I knit like 3 rows. I've not touched my knitting since. I have been home, but I did exercise and I'm currently cooking dinner, which is a late dinner for us. We normally have eaten by now, but I'm still deciding if I want to jump on the Love and Stitches Zoom tonight, because again, I just feel so tired and deflated. But at the same time, that group of women, like, we can have a good old chat, and I can knit on a project for half an hour to an hour and maybe just relax a little bit. That test isn't going anywhere. As I said, I've got till Friday. The actual test itself is not long, it's only 15 minutes, but sometimes you wish it would be longer. I've got 10 questions in 15 minutes, which is over a minute per question. But when you're not confident on the subject, that does not feel very long. And last time I did run out of time. I answered all the questions, but I did run out of time. So I got an 80% last time, which at first I was happy about because, as I said, I struggle with this subject. But then my lecturer put out a thing saying that anyone who got below the average, which was like 83, I think, which is it even possible to get 83? So basically, because it was 10 questions, so basically if you got more than one question wrong, that you needed to study harder and put more work into your studies, and basically said that we're not doing enough, which really deflated me even further. So yeah, but I was just gonna think, 3 weeks and it's done. I can take a break, I can take a breather, I can knit as much as I bloody like for like a month before I have to get back into it again. So just gotta think of the positives, but it's hard sometimes. And so I don't know if I have any students watching my channel. I don't think I do, but in case there are any students watching my channel, you're not the only one. I've spoken to a few students and we are all feeling it right now. And I think even students who are in the Northern Hemisphere who don't have necessarily finals, still assessments and tests and stuff, can get pretty intense. So you're not alone. We're all struggling through this together. One thing that I will not do though, because I know myself and I know that it would get worse if I did sacrifice this, is my sleep. And that's for a couple of reasons. One, generally your body and your brain does not work well if you are tired. But also, as I have mentioned previously, I have chronic fatigue syndrome, so I can't really do all-nighters. It's not actually possible. I could, and then I'd be out of action for I don't know how many days, possibly after, because I would make my symptoms so much worse by not resting. So, one thing I will not do is pull all-nighters. So, but I will study. I've actually spoken to work about taking like reduced hours next week. And my boss totally gets that because she's been in this boat before. And she's had to take leave as well this year to get assignments and stuff done. So she's not unfamiliar with uni stress. So I will work mornings. I will work mornings, and then I might have to do 1 or 2 afternoons if they're short on staff. But as a whole, it's going to be work in the morning, and then go home, get changed, grab my uni stuff, and basically study until the library closes. For 5 days. This coming Saturday and Sunday, I will do some stuff as well. I need to get up early, or earlier than I have been, so that I can do some cleaning before I go, get that done. And then when I come home, I don't need to worry about it. And then maybe go to a coffee shop. There's a couple of coffee shops here that I absolutely love. I love the atmosphere. I love the staff, the food. It's brilliant. Go there. I think I'm probably going to go to my favourite, partially because they are cheap and like it's good prices, but it's not bad food, if that makes sense. You know, sometimes you go places and the food is shocking, but you can't really say much because, or like the selection is not very good because it's cheap. This place is not that. And the staff there are lovely, and they have a double-story cafe where you can go upstairs and you can look out over the city. It's actually so nice. So I might go there. They're very close to the public library too. So I might go there for a couple of hours and then move to the library. I don't like the public library as much because it's kind of old and the seats are not very comfortable. So I might do a couple of hours there, and then I'll go to another coffee shop. I might do the same on Sunday and just kind of, you know, hop around a little bit just to give myself a change of scenery, because that also, if I get distracted, sometimes I just need a change of scenery. So anyway, I'm gonna go check on dinner and I will vlog maybe a little bit later. Hello. So I decided, that's John, I was going to do join the Zoom tonight, but if I'm being honest with myself, so I was trying to see if there's another way I could hold this, but no. If I'm being honest with myself, I am so, you can probably even see it on my face, tired and drained from today, that if I went on this Zoom, I would probably be distracted the whole time. I probably wouldn't get much knitting done. And then tomorrow I would also just be tired in class, and I don't think it's going to be helpful at all. So I made the decision to forego tonight. As much as I love the Zoom, it's just, the Zoom will be there once exam season's done, And right now, I think sleep is something that needs prioritizing, because yeah, as I said, I'm so tired and drained, because I went from feeling okay and feeling like, oh yeah, I can do this. Sorry, I caught something, so it's a bit red. But anyway, I'm feeling okay to feeling absolutely defeated to then working. And so I just feel really like I need to crawl into bed. And so that's what I'm going to do. Admittedly, I did not get around to editing a video, so I'm back to being 2 vlogs behind, but today was just, I just couldn't do it today. I just couldn't. There's too much going on, and I kind of needed to pick what I was going to do. So, yeah. I can feel my eyes going anyway now, so hopefully there'll be more knitting tomorrow, but I can't promise because it's Thursday, it's still a work day. I have work, I have class, I have study, so I think from here on out it might be a little bit hit and miss some of the days, just because if I'm studying, I'm like, if I'm hardcore studying like I was trying to do today, I can't be recording myself, I'll get too distracted. So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but I really need to go to sleep, so I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining in. I'm sorry that today has not been like the most interesting vlog and not the most exciting or energetic, but today is just one of those days. Sometimes stuff's hard. Whether it be mentally, physically, whatever, sometimes it's just hard. And today was one of those days, so I guess this is also just a reminder to take care of yourself. Yeah. Nothing is forever, you know, the good and the bad, so we'll just get through this bit. But my arm is going numb now, so I'm going to stop and I'm going to get changed and go to bed. So good night and thank you for joining me today. Bye.